And now, in association with Crocheted Medical Suppositories of Hartford, we present Henderson Doorframe of Long Division. In the last episode, our hero had just escaped from the dastardly clutches of Dr. Stephanie Fitznicely, and now, still dressed in a floral summer dress and hat, he is attempting to escape from the underground lair.
After running for what seemed like ages, I whizzed around a corner, my relief clearly evident as I'd been busting to go since being captured. Now, with my bladder empty, I could think straight again. I needed a plan. But due to an over-enthusiastic secretary down at Long Division, I ended up with a plant. I needed something to free my wrists. I looked in my handbag that didn't match the high-heeled Wellington boots I had been given, and was surprised to find some cutlery comprising of a knife, a fork, and a spoon. I quickly set to work, but after a few minutes without success, I decided that the knife was probably a better option. I began working on my knots, and within seconds I managed to get up quite a pace, reaching about 10 with a following wind. Finally, I was free, but before I could consider my next move, I felt the steel fingers of a henchman as he tightly gripped my clavicles. My training kicked in automatically, and I quickly thrust my thumbs into the eye sockets, causing pain, disorientation, and temporary blindness.
Here! Why did you stick your thumbs into your own eyes?
I was going for pain, disorientation, and temporary blindness.
Did it work?
Yes, I'm in agony. I then decided that the best course of action was to get down on my knees and put my hands up.
My God, your hands are cold.
Poor circulation on my mother's side. With the henchman's eyes now watering, I pressed my stroke of good fortune and gave him a right hook. Unfortunately, he was now armed with a hook. Why are you trying to kill me with that hook that I gave you?
Ha! Call it a henchman's perk.
Very well. Why are you trying to kill me with that henchman's perk that I gave you? There was no time for him to reply, however, as I stamped on his toes. The henchman began wailing, but before he could do any damage, I grabbed the harpoon he had dropped and shot him with it. I then grabbed my mobile phone, cunningly disguised as a cafetiere, and rang headquarters.
Hello? Long Division HQ?
It's Commander Doorframe. Put me through to the chief.
Putting you through now.
Thank you for calling British Intelligence. Please be aware that all calls are recorded by foreign powers and will be used for espionage purposes. All of our secret agents are currently busy with other supervillains at present, but your call is important to us, so please stay on the line and somebody will be with you shortly. Thank you for calling British Intelligence.
Damn it, Doorframe, where are you? I've been trying to reach you for ages. Lunch was 2 hours ago and my takeaway will be stone cold by now.
Sorry, sir, there was trouble when I reached the Chinese. They knew I was coming.
Well, of course they knew. I phoned the order through myself.
Well, now I've been taken prisoner and I'm going to need a chopper as soon as possible.
Good grief. How heavy is that order? Do you need airlifting out?
No, I'm standing in front of a wooden door and I need to break it down.
All right, Henderson. Remember your training. Have you tried hammering fruitlessly on the door with your fist?
Of course, sir. As well as slapping it with a flat hand.
Fruitlessly?
Fruitlessly, sir. I've also tried half-heartedly putting my shoulder against it.
With the comedy wince? Henderson, did you do the comedy wince?
No, sir.
Damn it, Doorframe, that's basic training. The first rule about charging at a door half-heartedly with your shoulder is that you have to do the comedy wince. You are a British agent, aren't you?
Yes, of course, sir.
Then start acting like one. Remember, it's moments like these that bring a touch of comic relief to an otherwise serious situation. Now get on with it, man.
Yes, sir. Shall I charge the door again, sir?
Not now, damn it. The moment has passed. Anything like that now will just make you seem like an amateur. Although, let me think. Is it a low door, Commander?
Yes, I think it is, sir.
Yes. It might just work. We might be able to save this yet. All right, Commander, listen carefully. If all else fails, once the door is open, see if you can't bump your head as you walk through it.
I'll give it a shot, sir.
Good man, Henderson. And give a little ooh, and rub your head when you do. We're relying on you, Commander. Get to it.
And with that, he hung up. I scanned the door again. Smacking it hadn't worked, and nor had hammering my fist on it. Shoulder charging had just been a waste of comedy timing. I had one more option to try. I grabbed the knob and twisted it. All that did, however, was to make my eyes water. Vowing not to try that again, I reached for the door handle and turned it. The door swung open easily. Inside, I could see an opulently decorated throne room. What wasn't covered in gold leaf was gleaming with the lustre of real gold, giving the room a yellowish hue. And there, sitting on the golden throne in the middle of the room, was the brains behind the whole operation, the man whose love of gold and all things golden had become an obsession. I recognized the gold fanatic immediately, Lord Asthma. He got up quickly from his throne and pulled a rope. The flushing of the cistern was enough to distract me, and 3 of Asthma's men crept up and grabbed me roughly. I say, would you mind letting go of my roughly, or at least releasing your grip a little? The men relaxed their hold, and I was dragged up, still, before Lord Asthma, who smiled as he addressed me.
How very delightful. Ho, ho, ho.
I don't see anything funny about this.
It isn't. I was just pointing out that I appear to have 3 hoes for my garden. So, Commander Doorframe of Long Division, we meet again for the first time.
Lord Asthma, I might have guessed you were behind all of this when I had that asthma attack.
My apologies, Commander. I wasn't aware that you were an asthmatic.
I'm not, but when I was attacked by some of your asthmatic henchmen, well, let's just say that I should have heard them hiding.
So, Commander.
And I never forget a face.
What? This old thing? Just something that gets me around town.
So now that you've got me here, is this the part where you inform me of your plan for world dominatrix?
Shouldn't that be domination?
Have it your way. Is this where you inform me of your plan for dominatrix domination?
You seem a little agitated, Commander.
Yes, I think it's these tights.
Well, here, may I offer you one of these?
What is it?
It's a gesture.
But there's nothing in it.
Yes, I know. It's an empty gesture. Now don't try anything stupid, Commander. My men have you covered.
I turned slowly to look. Apart from the semi-automatic tarpaulin, there was a 9mm ukulele, whilst the other henchman was brandishing what looked like a double-barreled surname.
I see you're admiring the double-barreled surname. That is a 12 surname, you know.
Shouldn't that be a 12-bore surname? Where's the bore?
He's over there, biting his nails. The weirdo.
What's wrong with that? Lots of people bite their nails.
Yes, but not 6-inch rusty ones.
I decided that I had to act quickly and try to escape. I pointed my fingers like guns and shot 2 of the henchmen before they could react. I then took Lord Asthma as a hostage. All right, you. Drop the double-barreled surname and all of those airs and graces that come with it. Come on, drop it. That's better. Now, Lord Asthma, You and I are going to edge out of this scene very carefully, and if any of your men try and stop me, then I'll have no hesitation in using this fast-acting cold relief. You'll be so doped up, you'll just be getting in everyone's way.
Do as he says. Nobody move. The first person to move is out. Understand?
We made our way out of the room, and Lord Asthma guided me to the multi-story car park, where I managed to steal my own car.
You'll never make it out of here, Commander.
We'll see about that.
This is a pay and display. Not only do you already have 2 fines for not having a ticket, but you've been clamped as well.
You, madam.
Don't you mean madman?
I know what I mean, sweet cheeks.
So, what are you going to do now?
I had to think. Out of the corner of my eye, I spotted something that I was vaguely interested in. It just so happened to be a passing interest, and so I managed to hop aboard it. Once on board, I found that it was an introductory workshop for people who were making fire exits. I joined them and quickly made my escape. After an interesting musical link, I was back at Long Division. I made my way to the Chief's office.
Come in. Ah, there you are, Doorframe. Glad you made it back. We've acted on your information, and we had the police raid Lord Asthma's secret underground volcano base in East London. They've managed to round everyone up, including Stephanie Fitznicely. But Lord Asthma escaped. You'd think we'd have heard him hiding, but no, so he's still at large. But now we have bigger fish to fry. Take a good look at these.
Yes. Very interesting, sir.
I'm glad you think so.
What are they, sir?
They're my genitals, Commander.
Yes, I thought I recognized them from my Secret Santa present last year. Why are you showing them to me now, sir?
Well, they're missing.
I see. So this is...
A picture, Commander, yes.
It's very lifelike, sir. Is it watercolours?
Cod liver oils, actually.
Amazing. They've actually managed to capture quite a lot of detail. They've even managed to show that the left one is slightly larger
Yes,
than...
thank you, Commander. The fact of the matter is that they're missing, and I'd rather like them back.
Of course, sir. My apologies. Do we have any ideas of where they are, or who might have them?
The Boffins and Short Division are examining everything we've got. They have a few, what do you call them?
Leads, sir?
No, I don't think that they will be there.
No, sir. I mean, are they checking any leads?
Oh, I see. Well, in amongst all of the packaging was another picture. An aerial view.
I see, sir. What of?
An aerial, by the looks of it. We've been able to narrow it down to a slum dwelling in the small seaside town of Harlow-on-Sea. An unusual town by all accounts.
Why is that, sir?
Well, it's 30 miles inland for starters.
Yes, that is strange, and you think that the package came from there, based purely on a picture of an aerial?
Well, that, and the return address on the package, yes. We need you to leave right away. I must admit that since they've been missing, I've not been feeling fine and dandy.
Fine and dandy, sir.
Just a pet name I have for my genitals, Commander. Now, get going.
And with that, he gave me a long stare that reached all the way down to the ground floor. Once outside, I hailed a cab. A horse-drawn hansom pulled up with a jerk, and after paying his fare, the jerk got out and I got in, jumping swiftly onto the hansom's back. Morning, cabby.
Good morning, Commander Doorframe of Long Division.
My goodness, but you are an incredibly good-looking cabby.
Why, thank you, sir. That's why they're called hansom cabs after all. So, what you doing at the moment? Working on a case?
Yes, my desk is in for repairs right now, so it's a little cramped. And I find it difficult to find chairs that small.
What about a doll's house?
No, I think it really needs to be a desk. The pitch of the roof is difficult to write on, and the chimney tends to get in the way.
Have you tried IKEA?
That's the martial art with the swords, isn't it?
I think you're thinking of ninjas.
Oh, the red-headed assassins.
No, they're gingers. No, I'm talking about IKEA, Swedish. They make flat-pack furniture. So when you take it out of the box, you can beat somebody to death with it. Ingenious. It's an effective but devious fighting style, originally developed by all 4 members of the Swedish supergroup ABBA, you know, as a means of dealing with over-enthusiastic fans.
Very interesting. I say, do you have anything for travel sickness? Watching this horse over your head is making me feel a bit ill.
I've got a sick bag, Commander. Any good?
Yes, that'll do. As I sat there chewing the paper bag, I suddenly realised that it had been drugged with a mixture of biting wit and mild condescension. As I started to slip into unconsciousness, I could see the incredibly handsome cab driver observing me.
Sorry about this, Commander. I'm just following orders, you understand? No hard feelings?
Not since my girlfriend left me, no. And with that, I was unconscious.
What now for our hero? Will the chief ever feel fine and dandy again? Will the incredibly handsome cab driver take Henderson the long way round and claim it was roadworks? Or will he dispense with the formalities and take him up the Shard for dinner? Is Henderson Doorframe facing death? Find out in the next episode. Henderson Doorframe faces death! That was episode 2 of Henderson Doorframe of Long Division, with Jan Kelly and Jim Thompson supplying the talented voices, and Steve Hannum as Henderson Doorframe. The episode was written and produced by Steve Hannum.